Chalo. So what we have studied in the previous session. Okay. No, this is not the last session. You will have more sessions on alternating current. Okay. So the first thing we studied, what is alternating current? Basically, any current that changes its direction. It is positive for some time, then it becomes negative, then again positive, then again negative. Basically, if any current that reverses its direction periodically after a given period, it is called alternating current. It means its direction keeps on changing continuously. Okay. We studied about pure resistive circuit. What is a pure resistive circuit? A pure resistive circuit is a circuit in which you have only a resistor. Only resistance is there. So alternating voltage, if we apply Vm sine omega t, where Vm is called peak voltage. I hope you remember. Okay. Then current in that circuit is calculated as Im sine omega t, where Im is called the peak current. Is peak current. And the value of peak current is peak voltage by resistance, because there is only resistor in the circuit. Okay. What we studied more? We studied that one current which is very important in AC is called RMS current, or root mean square current. Root mean square current. And the relation between RMS current or RMS voltage and peak current or peak voltage is this. Please note it down and remember it. Also, we studied that phase of voltage and current in pure resistive circuit is same. In pure resistive circuit is same. How? We know what is phase. Phase is something that is written inside sign. So you can see in voltage and in current, both phase is omega t. So basically they have same phase if the circuit is purely resistive circuit. So any doubts in the recap you can ask before we start a quiz on it. Any doubts in the recap? Okay, so everyone remembers it. Chalo. Let us start with a question then. So there is a quiz in front of you. Please read it carefully. In a purely resistive circuit, so the circuit is purely resistive, voltage is given as Vm sine omega t. Then current in the circuit is given as, I have just told you, this is basically about relating the phase. Okay. Read the options carefully. I will give you 30 seconds to read the options. Okay, chalo. Start marking your answer. Your time starts now. Okay, so Sherdil, Asta, Lakshya, Shaina, then Anish, Sarvesh, Yuvraj, Kisan, then we have Utkarsh and Alsa are correct. 84%. Okay. So yes, basically phase of voltage and current. Just wait a second. Yes. So as I was saying, basically the phase of voltage and current always remains same. So the answer will obviously be A. Any doubts in this? किसी को कोई doubt? This was the first question. Sound. Now it must be coming. Sound. Okay. Let us move. Okay. I don't know why I turned it off. I hope you can see me now or hear me now. So in the previous session, we applied voltage, alternating voltage across a resistor. Now we will apply alternating voltage across a inductor. Okay. Do you remember what is an inductor? Let me know in the chat how many people remember what is an inductor. What is an inductor? Yes, stores magnetic energy. Very good, Anish. If you have forgotten, there is nothing I can do. You can watch the replay. Okay. Chalo. It stores magnetic energy. It also behaves like a battery, and the EMF induced is minus L di by dt. I hope you remember it. Okay, so let us see. Suppose I have an inductor L and I am applying a voltage V, where voltage V is a function of time. Obviously, V is Vm sine omega t. Okay. So as you can see, as the voltage will keep on changing, a current will start flowing in the circuit. And due to changing voltage, EMF is induced in the inductor. EMF is induced in the inductor. I hope you remember Faraday's law. Faraday's law tells you how much EMF will be induced. Okay. Yes, inductor is absolutely same as a coil. Okay. What is the EMF induced in an inductor? If I current is flowing in the inductor and rate of change of current it is di by dt, then the EMF induced in the inductor is minus L di by dt. Do you people remember this? Say yes or no. Okay, self-inductance we studied. Okay, few lectures back. So this much EMF will be induced inside it. So let me derive on the next slide. So basically whatever voltage you are applying, we are applying a voltage V as Vm sine omega t, and EMF is induced in the inductor, which is minus L di by dt. So as you can see in this circuit, please look carefully. If I take this point A and I take this point B, then obviously this point is also A because they are connected by a conducting wire, and this point is also B. Am I correct? Now VA minus VB, everyone agrees with me na till now? VA minus VB, I can say VA minus VB is equal to V. This is the only potential difference between them. Hai ki nahi? If I look at it from this side, if I look at it from the right hand side, I can say VA minus VB will be equal to the battery. It will behave like EMF E. So from left hand side, I can say VA minus VB is V. And from right hand side, I can say VA minus VB is E. अरे अनन्या से VB minus VA कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. It does not matter. I am talking about the magnitude. You can say VB minus VA also. I mean potential difference. Okay. So basically both should be equal. I can say Vm sine omega t. This should be equal to minus L di by dt. Okay. Now what do? We try to solve it. Okay, repeat आ गया तब तक repeat कर दीजिए. What do you want me to repeat? I am just saying VA minus VB, the magnitude between 2 points will be equal to V, it will be equal to E. Shaina, is it clear now? As you can see by the diagram, I hope it is clear. Okay, so I just repeat it. Okay, so I just put it here. I put the value here. Okay, now what we can write? We can say minus L di. This should be equal to Vm sine omega t dt. I just put the values there. Okay, now what we have to do? We simply have to integrate it. Okay, so let us put the integration and now we put the limits. So at t is equal to 0, current in the inductor, obviously it will oppose the current whatever is trying to come. So it is equal to 0. At time t, let me say current is I in the circuit. L is a constant, it can come out. It will be integration of di from 0 to I. Vm is a constant, it can come out. Integration of sine omega t dt from 0 to t. All good? Integration of di will be I, so minus L I, limit is 0 to I, is equal to Vm. Integration of sine omega t is minus cos omega t by omega and limit is from 0 to t. Integration I am doing maths, it's maths. So you are going to get basically minus Li is equal to, in the right hand side I got, what was there? Vm into minus cos omega t by omega. So Vm into minus cos omega t by omega and limit was from 0 to t. Put the values, minus can come out, Vm, put the value cos omega t by omega minus cos omega into 0 by omega. Clear? This will be minus Li is equal to minus Vm by omega into cos omega t. How much is cos 0? How much is cos 0? It is equal to 1. Have I done some mistake here? 0 L di by dt minus Li is equal to Vm minus cos omega t. I'm correct in that way. Okay. By omega minus 1. Okay, so that is what we are going to get. So what is the value of current that I'm getting? Current you are going to get is minus Vm by omega L, minus will get cancelled out. Okay, into cos omega t minus 1. Is that clear? Now we can say what is the phase difference between them. This was one way of expressing the current. Okay, this was one way of expressing the current. There is another way also how you can relate voltage and current in a circuit. Minus sine omega t half. What? Smart girl, do you have a doubt? I see you have a doubt. Is there a doubt anywhere? Cos omega t minus t minus. Yeah. We are not going that way, okay? We are not going by that method. Okay. Just wait a second. Okay. We can do it another way also. If you're finding difficulty in integration, I feel some people find it better to differentiate. So we can do it by differentiation also. So let me say you have this circuit. Same circuit I'm taking. Look at it. Okay. There is a AC source and there is an inductor L. Okay. Let me say voltage is V and I say that the current is flowing in the circuit and current is Im sine omega t. This time I am giving you current and I am trying to find the voltage. I can do that also. So what do you know? You know that this voltage, this should be equal to minus L di by dt. Am I correct? You can simply say voltage will be minus L d by dt of current, which is Im sine omega t. Okay. So Im is constant, it can come out. It will be minus Im into L into d by dt of sine omega t. Now, can you differentiate sine omega t? I think you will find it easier. V I will get minus Im into L. Differentiation of sine omega t will be cos omega t into omega. Am I correct? And the voltage we are going to get is, how much voltage we are going to get? Minus Im into omega L into cos omega t. So if this is the current in the circuit, this is going to be the voltage in the circuit. Can you all see here? Minus sign is obviously what? Minus sign is trying to tell you about the Lenz law that we already know. It is from the Lenz law. So I think this derivation you will find a bit easier. Am I correct? Some people find difficulty in putting the limits in integration and all that. Okay. So you can use this derivation also. Main thing what I am trying to say, yes, that I am coming to. I am coming to all that. Wait for a second, everyone. So basically, what did I get for a purely inductive circuit? For pure inductive circuit, what I got, if current in the circuit is Im sine omega t, then magnitude of voltage is Im into omega L into cos omega t. I can write it as Im into omega L into sine omega t plus pi by 2. Sine omega t plus pi by 2 is cos omega t only. Then you write it like V is Im into XL sine omega t plus pi by 2. This is how you finally remember it. Okay. Here XL is called the inductive reactance. And its unit is also ohm only. And the value of XL is simply omega L. See, you know Ohm's law. Everyone knows Ohm's law. What is V according to Ohm's law? According to Ohm's law, we know that V is equal to IR. If you have a resistor, V is equal to IR. But here we don't have a resistor. We have an inductor. So in place of resistance, a term is coming, which is behaving like a resistor. That is why we define another term called inductive reactance. Okay. Is that clear to everyone? One more important thing about it. Let me write first, then ask your doubts. Otherwise, people will start asking doubts first. If I ask you what is the relation between phase of current and voltage, if you look at it carefully, the phase of current is omega t, but the phase of voltage is omega t plus pi by 2. So which has higher phase, voltage or current? Which has higher phase, voltage or current? किसका phase बड़ा है? You can clearly see voltage has higher phase. So in purely inductive circuit, voltage leads current by pi by 2. Okay. Only half we can see. Is everyone getting the problem in seeing the slide? So Likita, you are only having the problem. So you can only correct your problem by refreshing it. I cannot do anything from here. If you are facing any difficulty, please try to rejoin or refresh. Yeah, there might be a network issue. Okay. So this is all you have to remember. Okay. The only difference is that in place of resistance, we have inductive reactance. A different term is used. Value is equal to omega L, and the phase of current and voltage is not same. Voltage is leading. Voltage is ahead of the current by a phase of pi by 2. Any doubts in this? Please let me know. Sarvesh is stuck on one thing, I think. Slide 1. Yes, Sarvesh. This is slide 1. You can ask your doubts, or rather I can unmute you if you have a microphone. Sarvesh, do you have a microphone? Yes, beta. Anish, that is correct. Cos theta is sine 90, the sine theta plus 90 degree. Okay, great. Likita, which slide are you talking about? This slide? Everything will become clear after I take an example. So please bear with me. How will I draw the phasor diagram for this? How will I draw the phasor diagram for this? Now we know in order to draw the phasor diagram, I have gotten current is Im sine omega t, voltage is Vm sine omega t plus pi by 2, where Vm is Im into XL and XL is omega L. Everyone remembers this? अरे सबको इतना clear है कि नहीं? Is this much clear to everyone or not? Then I draw the phase diagram. So if I am taking current here, where should I draw the voltage? Can you tell me? Up, down, left, right, andar, bahar. Where should I draw the voltage? In phasor diagram, if I am taking the current here, the voltage will be up. It will lead the current by an angle of 90 degree. Am I correct? Or if you are taking this as 0, I am drawing current like this, then voltage should be just ahead of it by an angle of 90 degree. This is all you have to remember. Voltage should be ahead of the current by 90 degree. Can I take an example on this? Just let me know. Can I take example on this? I will take 2 examples, okay, so that it becomes easy. Ananya, we'll talk about that later. Let us first understand. Okay, so let me say I have this circuit. I have a battery of EMF V and I have an inductor, and XL is given to me as 10 ohm. Okay. Voltage is given to us as 100 volt sine omega t. So first question is find current as a function of time. Current as a function of time. Second question is find the peak current. And third question is find the RMS current. Okay, we can very easily do it. So what do we know? What do we know? What will be the peak current? First of all, I'll calculate the peak current. peak current, which is Im. Im should be Vm by, in place of resistance, what will come? In place of resistance, what will come? What will come in place of resistance? Can you tell me? XL. Very good, because it has reactance. So I'll just put it here. Peak voltage is 100 volt. Upon inductive reactance is 10 ohm. And how much I will get? 10 ampere. Is that clear? Can I calculate RMS from it? IRMS is Im by root 2. So 10 by root 2 ampere. Can I write current as a function of time? Formula of I is Im, which is 10 ampere, sine omega t. What will I write? Plus pi by 2 or minus pi by 2? Plus pi by 2 or minus. Very good, Mansi. Ananya, you are not focusing here. You are focusing on death note only. See, voltage has a phase of omega t. Voltage should be ahead. Voltage आगे रहना चाहिए. Voltage should be ahead by pi by 2. So current should be behind. अरे बोलो. Current should be behind. Are you getting my point? Voltage should be ahead, so current should be behind by pi by 2. So minus pi by 2. That is current as a function of time. Any doubts in this? Please ask. Any doubts? कोई दुख कष्ट या समस्या? Please ask. Should I take one more example? If anyone is having any difficulty, feel free to say. मन में मत रखिए. Everything seems new to you, and you are laughing also. Nishant, you should not be laughing. This is not, I think you are taking it very lightly. But if you are a student, you are studying, it should not appear new to you. Else is up to you. I can help you in whatever way you want. So let me say I have inductance of 5 ohm and I have a voltage V. Okay. So let's say voltage that I have applied is 200 volt. Okay. 200 volts sine omega t plus 30 degree. Now this is a good question. So please everyone listen to me very, very carefully. So the first question I'm going to ask is simply current as a function of time. Current as a function of time. What is going to be current as a function of time? So obviously, you know, in order to find current, I need to calculate peak current first. So peak current Im is Vm by XL. In place of resistance, we are just using reactance. The only difference is that. Now Vm is 200 volt upon reactance is 5 ohm. So you are going to get 40 ampere. That is your peak current. So what will I write the current? Current I can say is Im. I will say the current is Im, which is 40 ampere sine omega t. What should I write? Can anyone tell me? कौन बताएगा? Let me see who is the correct person. Very good, Shrish. Anish. Ria, very good. So basically, what is the phase of voltage? Phase of voltage is this much. So at least write this much. And then current should be behind phase of voltage by 90 degree. So subtract 90 degree. Basically, you get 40 ampere sine omega t minus 60 degree. Any doubts in this? Please ask. If you have any doubts, do not hesitate. Please ask. Whatever is the phase of voltage, that will be there. But then you have to subtract by 90 degree. Na? Write the phase of voltage first. All good? Can I take a quiz if everyone agrees? No doubts? Okay. Nishant is very happy. Yes, you should be happy also. Everyone should remain happy. Chalo. In pure inductive circuit or in an AC circuit containing only inductance, the current, what happens to the current? Does it lead? Lag means behind. Lags means behind. Sometimes leads, sometimes lags, is in phase with the EMF. Read the options carefully, everyone. They are asking the current and relation between EMF. EMF is voltage. Chalo, start marking your answer. So Kishan, Sherdil, Keshav, Mansi, Aditya, Akash, Mohit, and Astha are correct. 66% only did it. So current lags behind the EMF by 90 degree. Basically, voltage is ahead of the current by 90 degree. Any doubts in this? बताइए. Any दुख, कष्ट और समस्या? Namaste, Krishna ji. Namaste. It's all right. Chalo. New thing is starting, so you can try to understand from here. Now we apply the voltage across a capacitor. So we have applied voltage across a resistor. What happened in resistor? Current and voltage in same phase. Then we applied across inductor. What happened in inductor? Voltage leads the current by 90 degree. Now I am applying the same voltage across a capacitor. Okay, you will get capacitive reactance. Yes, Ria. Very simple chapter it is. So if you apply V voltage, and let me say V is Vm sine omega t. Can anyone tell me what will be the charge on capacitor? What is the formula for charge on capacitor? बोलिए. Very good, Sherdil. So Q is equal to CV. I can say Q will be equal to C into voltage is Vm sine omega t. Am I correct? Can I calculate current? Anish, what are you doing? CV, not C by V. Ria. Chalo. So this is charge. How do you calculate current? Current is dq by dt. Am I correct? Differentiate it simply. What will you get on the differentiation? You'll simply get dq by dt. dq by dt, what will you get? Vm into C into omega into cos omega t. Am I correct? Array differentiation it is. So basically, what did I get? If the current is given to me as Im sine omega, if the voltage is given to me as Vm sine omega t, current I got in the circuit was Vm into omega c into cos omega t. Arey sub previous slide. Why do you focus so much on copying things rather than understanding? I think if you understand, it will help you better rather than trying to copy each and everything. चलो हो गया क्या महाराज? Is it done now? Can I move on, Manvendra ji and Likhita ji? Okay, छाप लिया आपने, that is good. So this is what you get as current. Now I use it like Vm upon 1 by omega c into sine omega t plus pi by 2. Can I write it like this? Again, I convert cos into sine. And similar to Ohm's law, if you remember Ohm's law, current is V by R. Are hai ki nahi? So in place of R, 1 by omega c is coming. Are you getting my point? So I write it I is Vm by xc into sine omega t plus pi by 2. Here xc is called capacitive reactance. Okay. Are you getting my point? Capacitive reactance, and value of xc is 1 by omega c. So let me write the entire thing in next slide. Okay. So for purely capacitive circuit, if voltage is given to you as Vm sine omega t, current in the circuit is Im sine omega t plus pi by 2. Here Im is Vm by xc, where xc is capacitive reactance and value of xc is 1 by omega c. XL was omega L, but xc is 1 by omega c. Okay. And can you tell me, is current ahead or is voltage ahead? कौन आगे है? Is current ahead or is voltage ahead? We can clearly see by the phase current leads the voltage. Current leads the voltage by pi by 2. So if I draw the phasor diagram for pure capacitive circuit, I can draw it. If voltage is here, current should be here. Am I correct or not? Bataiye. Any doubts? Chalo. Now what should I do? Should I summarize all the three things on one slide? So whatever we have studied till now in AC, I can write it in one slide only. Should I do it? Should I write everything that we have studied in one slide? Chalo. So I will turn off the chat so I don't have any disturbance. Here we are going to take the circuit. Okay. Here I am going to take the voltage. Here I am going to take the current. Here I am going to take the phase. Or any remark I will take, okay, whatever is required. So first thing is that if you have a pure resistive circuit, थोड़ा shift करना पड़ेगा. I'm not very good at making tables. Okay. थोड़ा सा तो we can try. So here we will take the circuit. Okay. Just wait a second, everyone. Okay. So if you have a pure resistive circuit, very bad at making tables, as it is evident everyone is able to see. I can draw the phasor here, and here I will write the remark if needed. Okay. Okay, chalo, shuru karte hain. So this is the circuit that we are talking about, which is the pure resistive circuit. It has only a resistor. So if the circuit only has a resistor, we can see the current voltage relationship, current voltage relation. Okay. So current, if voltage in the circuit is Vm sine omega t, current in the circuit is Im sine omega t. And I can say that Im is simply Vm by R. So if I draw the phasor, so voltage and current are drawn like this, and I can add a remark that voltage and current are in same phase. There is no phase difference between voltage and current. Similarly, if I write about pure inductive circuit, if voltage is given as Vm sine omega t, current in the circuit is Im sine omega t minus pi by 2, where Im is Vm by XL and your XL is omega L. Here you can see current lags the voltage by pi by 2. So basically, if current is like this, voltage will lead it by pi by 2. Is that clear to everyone? And we simply say that voltage leads current by pi by 2. And lastly, we studied the pure capacitive circuit. If your voltage in pure capacitive circuit that you have applied is Vm sine omega t, current in that circuit is going to be Im sine omega t plus pi by 2, where your Im is same Vm but by Xc, and your Xc is 1 by omega c. Obviously, this time voltage is behind and current is ahead, and I can say current leads voltage by pi by 2. Chaliye. Any doubts, let me know. This is all we have studied till now. अभी तक हमने यही पढ़ा है. Any doubts? Chaliye, then let us solve a question. Again, in a circuit containing capacitor only, what happens? You have 4 options. Read the options carefully. Okay, start marking your answer. Your time starts now. Okay, Sherdil, then Keshav, Kishan, Sarvesh, Jyoti, Harshul, Aditya, Asta, and Lakshya are correct, 73%. So obviously it is a capacitive circuit, so current leads the EMF by pi by 2. Any doubts in this? Koi dukh? Yes, there is a LCR circuit, Ananya. We'll study about that. We'll study about that. Chapter is not finished yet. Okay. Yes, it's a table that you can remember. Okay, so you can see that table again. Yes. Okay. Manvendra, you can watch it in the replay. I think you can watch it in the replay. Chalo. So we will move on after a break. So I'll take a quick break of 5 minutes. You all can relax also. Asmi, magnetization is basically when magnetic field is changing in an inductor, it shows magnetic properties, but you don't have to remember that. Okay. Boliye Krishna ji, what do you have to say? Okay. Is something wrong going on? What? Nothing is wrong. I just want to take a quick break of 5 minutes. I've been speaking for a long time. I don't feel like. चलो आप लोगों को भी थोड़ा ब्रेक की जरूरत होगी. After this we'll start the power. Which letter? Which letter? Death Note. That is a TV show. बढ़िया किया कृष्णा, ऐसे ब्लॉक ही कर देना चाहिए. That is a TV show, Sherdil. It's a TV show. Animated. They are talking about the TV show, okay? हाँ प्लीज भाई, कोई कृष्णा को परेशान मत करो यार, प्लीज डोंट डू दिस. No, it's not anything real. It's a good show. You can watch it. Okay. Chalo, I'll see you all exactly in 5 minutes. Okay. I'll make a tea and refresh my mind. You can also talk to each other or listen to a song, which is a great option. Okay. And then we'll continue with power in these circuits. Okay. Okay. Chalo. Let us start. इतनी चाय नहीं बना पाया मैं. Okay. Next time I'll make more and deliver it through the camera. Chalo, next question in front of you. So the question is, the reactance of a capacitor C is X. If both the frequency and capacitance be doubled, the new reactance will be. So you know omega, it is 2 pi f. Here f is the frequency and omega is called the angular frequency. Okay. F is called the frequency and omega is called the angular frequency. They are doubling the frequency. So what will be the new reactance? Think about it, everyone. XC. I'll give you 30 seconds to think, then we'll vote on it. Okay, chalo. Everyone mark your answer. Time starts now. Okay, Sherdil, then Khushi, Sarvesh, Sriaksha, and Abhigyan are correct. Only 41%. Come on, people. So X is 1 by omega C. So X dash will be 1 by, they have doubled the frequency and doubled the capacitance. So it becomes 1 by 4 omega C, and 1 by omega C is X. So X dash becomes X by 4, and that is our answer. Koi dukh dard samasya, any doubts in this? Let me know. Any doubts? Any doubts? Okay, so let us start the final thing, which is series LCR circuit. So what will happen if in a circuit you have resistor, capacitor, and inductor? All are there in the circuit. What will happen to the current? How much current will flow? What will be the phase difference? How will we draw the phasor? All that we are going to see here. Okay. So I hope you listen to me very, very carefully, everyone. Okay. It's easy only. If you have understood 3 circuits separately, you can understand this also. So the heading is LCR circuit. Okay. ये बना दिया हमने LCR circuit. So let me say I have a battery, I have a resistor R, I have an inductor of reactance XL, and I have a capacitor of reactance XC. Voltage is V, and V is equal to Vm sine omega t. So whenever you get the LCR circuit, the most important thing, I will write it also, so you remember, the most important thing to solve the circuit is the phasor. Okay. Now here are 3 elements. Resistance wants that voltage and current should be in same phase. Resistance को चाहिए voltage and current should be in same phase. Inductor wants that voltage should be ahead of current by 90 degree. And capacitor wants that current should be ahead of voltage by 90 degree. है कि नहीं? So there is some clash between them. So in order to draw their phasor, we simply draw resistor on the horizontal line. Okay. I am drawing the current. If I am taking the voltage in this line, then current of resistor will be in this line. Am I correct? If I assume voltage is in horizontal line, then current of resistor has to be in horizontal line. Where will be correct of current of inductor? Can you tell me? If I am taking voltage in this line, so current of resistor is in this line. Where will be current of capacitor? I am asking you. If this is voltage line, where should be current of capacitor? Very good. No, not below. Are capacitor wants current to be ahead. So capacitor you draw here. This is called XC. Okay. It should be above because it wants current to be ahead. Are you getting my point? And for inductor, where will be current? For inductor, where will be the current? For inductor, where will be the current? It will be down. XL. So this is called the complete phasor of LCR circuit. This is called the complete phasor of LCR circuit. Now two things can happen. From here we say two things can happen. Phasor clear hai na sabko? Always you have to draw this diagram only. Always draw this diagram. Always remember this. Resistance on horizontal, XC above, XL below. Are you getting my point? So two things can happen. First thing that can happen, if XC is greater than XL, if value of XC in the circuit is greater than XL, then I can draw it like this. R, and here I will draw XC minus XL. Did you understand what did I do? Because XC was greater than XL, so their resultant will come up. They will get subtracted and it will come up. Am I correct? Similarly, second case, XL can be greater than XC. It depends on the data in the question. In that case, if XL is greater than XC, then we draw it like this. Because XL is greater, so XL minus XC. Two things can happen. We have to understand about these two things only. Okay, so I will add on another slide and explain each and every case separately. So case A, if XC is greater than XL. If XC is greater than XL, the phasor diagram looks like this. This is XC minus XL. So the net resistance, how it is going to come? The net resistance is going to come like this. It is represented by Z. Are you getting my point? Z, I can say, is like the net resistance of the circuit. Net resistance of the circuit. How much will be Z? It will be under root of vector R square plus XC minus XL whole square. And the name of Z that we use is called impedance of the circuit. Impedance of circuit. So impedance is basically net resistance of the circuit. Can we understand this? Any doubts in this? Okay. This angle I say is phi. So can I write tan phi? Can I write tan phi? This by base. So perpendicular is XC minus XL. By base is R. Is that clear to everyone? Now just tell me one thing. This blue direction, basically remember just one thing, direction of Z. Direction of Z is basically direction of current. So you can see I have taken voltage in line of resistance. Remember, I took the voltage in line of resistance. So net current is leading the voltage, not by 90 degree, by angle phi. So basically current leads voltage by phi. This you have to remember. Because XC is greater than XL. See, what does XC want? XC wants that current should lead. What does XL want? XL wants that voltage should lead. But XC is greater than XL. So who will matter more? XC will matter more. XC wants current to lead, so current will lead. But it will not be able to lead by 90 degree. It can only lead by angle phi. Is that clear? Arey bolo. So you can say that if the applied voltage was Vm sine omega t, then the current in the circuit will be Im sine omega t plus phi. And the value of Im, can you tell me? It will be Vm by Z, net resistance. Vm by Z. It is coming from the phasor, Anirudh. It is coming from the phasor. The angle is obviously not 90 degree. If there was only capacitor, it would lead by 90 degree. But there is inductor also, so it does not lead by 90 degree. Please note this down. Im will be Vm by Z. I will give you one example also, but let me first complete. Okay. So this is case A. Yes, Gautam, yes. Manisha, don't get into that. Itna pareshan mat ho. If you will confuse yourself, you will not understand anything. Basically, this was current in resistor, this was current in capacitor, downward was current in inductor. So net is coming there, so that is the net current, obviously. If you are getting confused, just remember it. Case B. If your XL is greater than XC. If your previous छाप लो पहले. छापना जरूरी है जिंदगी में. छापना is more important than to understand. छापिए. छाप लीजिए सर. छप गया सर. हो गया. चलो, thank you very much. Second case. Okay, so in this circuit, what can I say in the previous slide? Circuit is slightly capacitive. Am I correct? Slightly capacitive. Please remember this term. It is not purely capacitive. It is slightly capacitive because XC is greater than XL. Are you getting my point? This is how we write it. Similarly, if XL is greater than XC, we say circuit is slightly inductive. Circuit is slightly inductive. Okay. How will I draw the phasor? Resistance is here. Downward we have XL minus XC. Net will again come like this, which is Z. Value of Z will again come same, under root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. So same value is coming, but the only difference is phi will also come same. Tan phi is again your XL minus XC by R. Everything is same. The only difference, what is the difference? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me now? What is the difference? Yes, current lags behind voltage. This time current is behind. Remember, this was voltage. With resistance, there was voltage. So current is behind the voltage by phi. So if voltage is given Vm sine omega t, current in the circuit will be Im sine omega t minus phi. And obviously Im is Vm by Z. Circuit is slightly inductive. Voltage will lead by phi. Previous page please. Yes, very necessary to go previous slide. ये लीजिए. If it is clear, I can give you now the example. Taki with data you can understand. I'll give you one example after this. Asmi, RMS value will be Im by वही है बेटा. IRMS someone can ask you. It will be Im by root 2 only. There is no difference. Asmi, same formulas are used. If you can calculate Im, you can calculate IRMS. Same formula is there. नहीं जरूरी है शेरदिल. Actually, I make Z like that, but it is not necessary. Make a simple Z. Okay. Chalo, can I give an example now? Example. Chalo, let us take one example. Okay. So let me say this is our circuit. There is a battery. There is a resistor. There is an inductor. There is a capacitor. Let me say resistance is 6 ohm. Let me say XL is 12 ohm. And let me say XC is 4 ohm. First thing we ask is the impedance of the circuit. Second thing I ask is the peak current in the circuit. Third thing I ask is the current as a function of time. Current as function of time. First, just tell me, will circuit be slightly capacitive or slightly inductive? Just answer that. Circuit will be slightly capacitive or slightly inductive? Arey Lalita, beta, look at the value. Arey, look at the value. Arey, look at the value. है कि नहीं? Yes. So first of all, XL is greater than XC. So circuit is slightly inductive. Let us draw the phasor. Resistance 6, inductance 12, capacitance 4. Finally, we'll make the phasor like 6 and downwards how much? 12 minus 4 is 8. So you will get the net impedance like this, under root of 6 square plus 8 square. This will give us Z is equal to 10 ohm. Am I correct? Z I got 10 ohm. So this is our first answer. Let me say this angle is phi. So how much will be tan phi? Tan phi is XC minus XL, which is 8, by R, which is 6, which is 4 by 3. Okay. Second part, peak current. So Im is Vm by Z. I have not even given Vm. So let me assume Vm. V is given like 100 sin omega t. So what will I write? 100 by Z is 10. So 10 ampere is the peak current. Third thing, current as a function of time, I, it will be Im sin omega t. Will current be ahead or back? It is slightly inductive, so voltage should be ahead. So current is lagging by phi, so minus phi. Or you can say 10 sin omega t minus tan inverse 4 by 3. Any doubts in this, please ask. Because value of phi is tan inverse 4 by 3, na? Any doubts? Yes, I can show you case B, Abhigyan. This is case B, beta. Any doubts? Anyone with any doubts? बताइए. Abhigyan, is it done or do you want to see it more? Okay, chalo. Great. So it's very easy. Nothing very much difficult. Answer one question, everyone. So the phasor diagram of current and voltage in a circuit shown, what inference can you draw? So what can you understand by this? What can you understand by this? Which one is greater? Okay. Think about it, everyone. Look at the options carefully. This is a LCR circuit. So what is happening here? Chalo. Mark your answer, everyone. Your time starts now. Okay, Sherdil, then Keshav, Siri, Mohit, Yuvraj, Gautam, and Anish are correct. 50% did it. So obviously I can see where did it go? Yes, obviously I can see that the voltage leads the current. If voltage is leading the current, obviously no circuit is slightly inductive, so XL should be greater than XC, and our answer is C. Any doubts in this? Any doubts? बताइए. Okay, so let us quickly summarize. We have studied about purely inductive circuits today, and we have studied about purely capacitive circuit today. We have also studied about the LCR circuit, which we will continue in the next class. We will do more questions on LCR circuit. Okay, few more questions. And in the next class, we'll try and finish the topic. Okay. So